Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. It's Sunday. We're going to spend the afternoon on stream doing what I said we were going to do yesterday, which is finally, we'll get to Yakuza 2, Yakuza Kiwami 2 later. But first, we're going to play some Blueprints. You might, if you're watching the VODs, if you're watching the playlist of Blueprints, my time with Blueprints, you may be asking yourself, Austin, did I miss a VOD somewhere? You haven't played Blueprints in forever. I know, unfortunate. It was actually meant to actually happen last Wednesday, but then I ended up missing stream that day for reasons. And last time we played, I had said off stream I was going to take all my information and try to build the sigils and literally like draw them out, because today, the next time I played Blueprints, I wanted to come to the game and work on the sigils. And so if you'll recall, what I said back then was that I was like, I've got to have enough information that sketching out the sigils should be very simple, very easy. I sat down at my desk, pulled up all the sigil information I had through screenshots and everything, like the Realm and Rune books. Is it runes? Whatever. Realm and whatever books. I think it's Realm and Rune. And all the little hints, whether it be pieces that I screenshotted, information in the classrooms. I took that all. I opened them all on like my computer, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought. I literally thought I had a million pieces that I just had kind of put together. And then I had a moment where I was like, this is not it. I panicked. This was several days ago at this point, maybe a week ago. And I was like, ah, shit, fuck, damn, oh no, this is not gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then I calmed down a bit. And I had like 2 180s, because then I was like, it's going to be super easy. Just got to piece it together. Then I was like, there's no way I can do this. And now I'm somewhere, I would say, in between. I'm going to try my best to show this off in my notebook, because I actually dedicated, I'll show, let me do, I think I'm going to do this. So, I won't go over everything, but it's 2 pages here. Yeah. One of these pages, the first page you see here, oh my god, is me actually, because there is 6 sigils we haven't done. We did, I think, what would be determined as like the 2 easiest based on information that they give you, like very easily. And so then I knew, okay, there's 6 sigil doors that we got to make. So I'm trying my best to like show it off, but like what you'll see is that I tried to piece it together to the best of my ability with the information I knew. And some of them, and by some I mean most of them, are not completed. I think there's going to be a bit of brute force and trial and error done today. There's one sigil that I think I've fully nailed. You'll actually see it's going to be door number 4. Let me see if I can find it on here. That one. Okay, do you see how originally there were question marks? And then I was like, wait, I think I know the weather. And those are the weather things. So you'll see in my thing, like, there's some, the one below it, right there. I think I have the amount of rays, but they're question marks, because I don't know what type of thing. So that's going to be something we have to brute force, I think. I think, maybe this is presumptuous of me, but I think I should not be frowned upon by brute forcing some of these sigils. I think that's kind of the deal. I think is if you take the information that you do have and then kind of like do what you can. On the second page, then I took like little drawings of my like things that I screenshotted to kind of like build them out for the real page here. And then you can see I made like a list of the colors. What was it? Colors, rays, weather, and then the motes, they're called. And I knew the biggest thing is like if I could for each sigil get like 2 pieces of the 4 or so. Is it 4 or 5 pieces? I guess it's technically like 4. It's 4 things. And then the 5th thing would be like making sure it's on the right like symbol. So that's like the 5th thing, but that's technically already done for you. You just got to put 4 things into it. Does that make sense? But the colors, there was 8 colors for 8 sigils. And I think either I pieced it together or it was kind of told at some point that basically you're not going to repeat colors for the different nations. So if you got, we already solved 2. So then you can start like process of elimination, like doing a lot of colors. And then a lot of the color things I got from like my classroom screenshots and stuff like that. So then I started piecing it together. And like I said, I think I have like for door 7, I wrote down I don't have the number of rays because I don't know the transportation for door 7. So again, that's gonna have to be something that we brute force. I think this is either gonna go splendidly or really rough. But I think if this goes quite well for us, I think I've said this before. I'm pretty sure building the sigils leads us to the 8 realms in 8 months thing in room 46. I think that's what we're building towards, because when we solve the sigils, then we get the postcard thing that says like the order, I'm pretty sure. And then we just go to room 46, put the pins. I think just put the pins in the order. I think that it's been a while since we've been to room 46, and I looked at that 8 realms in thing, 8 realms in 8 months. But I'm pretty sure that's why we're building the sigils, is to then get access to the postcards. Does that all make sense? I think it makes sense. So that's our job today. Our main job today is building the sigils. If that goes well, then we want to get to room 46 to put the pins in that thing. Amateur lockpick. Nice. Gems and keys. We take that. God, it feels like it's been a while since I played this. It has been a little bit. What is it? 2 weeks? A week and a half? Something like that. I think we'll be fine. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit of brute force, I think, I'm going to have to do for the sigils, but it's I feel like it's basically be designed to kind of like, if you've got, of the 4 things, if you've got like 2 of them solved, then that's as best as you need it to be. Obviously, if you got everything solved, then it makes it a lot easier, less trial and error, but the colors thing helps. That's like, okay, this is going to definitely be the color. And then I read this book that talks about how this country is a mystical country. It was like mystical country with poetry. And I'm like, all right, that's the little flower thing. Like it was a point where I thought it was going to be super easy. And then it wasn't super easy. But then I was like, I'm not going to be able to do it. And then I'm like, okay, no, wait. If I just breathe, I can get, I think, most of what I need. I'm very tempted to do the schoolhouse, but we're going to leave that for a different day. I don't need to fail. I don't need to fail the schoolhouse thing again. I only just recently put this together. This is because of the book thing, right? This is based on the story, right? Key does not fit. I think we might need the smashing thing. We either need a very special key or we need the hammer deal. The blessing of the berry picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a floor plan at random from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Okay. So in a pinch, if we want random, and I very highly very important that I say in a pinch, because random, you could get a really bad draw if you're not careful. Like, the grass is not always greener on the other side, as they say. Okay, so we just need to start with getting to the foundation, going down, getting to the things. This needs to be a very basic build here. We're not looking for anything special, I don't think. Obviously, if we can build it in a way that we can also easily get to room 46 potentially afterwards, that would be great. But my biggest concern, make sure I get to the foundation, or I guess get a card key card, and then just go out through outside. Oh man, it's been a while since I've solved these. 1.5, that's gonna be 3. 18. Cross that out. Is that 18? 20. No? Why didn't it open? 18. Crossed it out. Half. Oh, I hit the wrong. God damn it. Okay. 6. Unless it. Did it really just. 6? Let me see. 3. No way it just gave 2 of the same puzzles back to back. That's crazy. Hey! Secret garden key. That makes it quite easy to get to the foundation. Or, not the foundation. The room 46 if we need it. If we can get to it. Well, we need it. I don't know why I said if we need it. Because we'll need to obviously open up the thing. The antechamber. That song that I played pre-stream is now stuck in my head. It's a really good song. I just came across like randomly recently. It's a new song. Oh, I'll take that. I always like seeing this. Whoa. We love re-rolls. Banana, banana, banana. What do you got for sale? I'll take that shovel. I'll take that magnifying glass for whatever reason. I'll take a set of gems. Yeah. Yeah. I'm circling back around. I'm being wise here. Okay. Okay. Coin. Yeah. Dope. Lab. Interesting. I want to set up the lab, yeah. Powered up. Set an experiment. Could remove. Ooh, gain a star is nice. Permanently increase lock picking skills is also good. Whenever you draft a shop, each time you draft an upgraded. When you draft a red room, no, we don't want to lose steps here. We do need to remove crates from the tunnel. That's still something we're working on. I think after this stream, I need to redo my list of current goals, short-term and long-term, because I gotta always do that when I need to refocus and like when I've crossed out a lot of things that we have solved. I think we're probably going to be due for getting that, you know, re-getting everything. And I think removing these doing this tunnel thing is, I think, going to be important. The way it's presented itself, I probably should have focused on it more, but it's, you know, it is what it is. What's more likely for me to happen? This or this? I'll do shop room. I didn't mean to hit that. I hit the wrong. I guess I was gonna do office for money, but I think actually doing security earlier on, just to make sure we really don't bone ourselves, is gonna be ideal. Now, I always feel like... I always set that to low, and it always doesn't feel like it does what it needs to do. But I think that's just confirmation bias type thing. If that makes sense. If I'm using that term correctly. Oh, wow. It's a security room right after. Funny. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Funny. Well, there's no way of knowing. Impossible to know. Locksmith. I'll do reading nook. A little less concerned about completing the experiment in this run. Like I said, I need to stay focused. We are focused. We are a focused team right now. No more failures. Failure is not an option. It's a lot of gems, but also it's a lot of coins. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't do the Banner of the King choice. Now, part of me is like, do I do this because of the experiment? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. I forget, are there additional gems in here? No. It's not a thing. I made it up. Showroom. Okay. Now, I don't want to burn through all of my gems. I need to not get crazy here. I like that, though. A crate has been removed. Shrine of the Silver Monkeys. I know it's gonna be weird, but I gotta redraw. I can't close myself off. I really hope I didn't fuck myself with the shop thing. Because a lot of the shops are like closed off type deals. It's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be bad. It's fine. No worries. Things are totally chill. Classroom, storeroom, dark room. Oh, God. Kitchen, though. Kitchen's good. We take that. Crate removed. Banana. Steps. Tomato soup. I don't need to get too crazy with that. Okay. Okay. Again, we need to make sure we're... Also, we have the secret garden key, so I need to make sure that we use that maybe through the West Wing Hall if I take a long, like, walk out. There we go. Courtyard works. That's good for us. That's amore. When the... Ooh, hammer too? Ooh, do we get dangerous? Do we get dangerous and smash that thing outside? The cursed thing? Do I have the balls to do that? When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Okay, there we go. Oh, key card. That's fucked up. Why would they do that to me? Oh god, bad draws. That's a lot fucking better. That's amore. Okay, we're assembling the sigils. Let's go. Let's fucking go. How hard can this be, yeah? This is gonna be simple, he said. Nothing could go wrong, he said. I always pick the wrong fucking... Damn it. Now instead of the stream starting song that I picked today, instead I have the That's Amore song stuck in my head, which is demonstrably worse. Especially because I don't know any other part of the song other than when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to start with the doors. I have the most pieces of information. Like I said, I think we've already solved 1 and 2, and I'm pretty sure I have 4 down to a T. 4 was really easy because we had the piece that was in the, I think both, unless I saw it incorrectly, both the clock tower that we took a screenshot of and the piece in the Lost and Found were related to the same thing, and they had pretty much the whole thing built out. And then I think I clocked the color. No, the color was shown in the clock tower. It had the dot. It looked like dashes and lines. This is gonna be simple. I think this one's gonna be easy. This is gonna be our easiest, other than the 2 we've already done, obviously. But number 4. I like the subtle like drum beat that pops in. Okay, so it is. I kind of drove these funky. Or drew these funky. Drove? Why does I drove? I mean, I gotta re-look at... This just changes the modes, right? So we need the flowers. It's like poetic... 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 Yeah. And then... I know that some of these gears turn some of the other things, so I have to make sure I... This changes both. This changes just the outside, right? Okay. So we need the lines. I think it's rain. Nope. 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 This. And then this changes the amount. Okay. That makes sense. So we need 3. This changes your transportation. Yes. And then this is going to be the dot, or not dots, dashes and then like vertical lines. This. I think it's this. I drew the amount. Okay, so the amount of flowers I kind of fucked up, but I think it's, those are tied to... Woo! Okay, that was the one I was sure about, though. That one was the one I was most sure about. So I shouldn't get too fucking excited or anything. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's violet. Violet color. Let's always solve the Mora Jai puzzle first here. The Eurasia variation. The puzzle boxes of Mora Jai spread to Eurasia not through port towns as they had in other realms, but by train routes from the north. When violet tiles were introduced, they were created as a simple reflection of the variation first introduced by Archeri some years earlier. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. Okay. Oh my god, these are going to get more and more complicated, aren't they? Okay, so we want everything to turn violet. You're turning violet, Violet! So once you move it south, you can't, like, move it back unless you kind of like... Yeah, okay. So basically, I think since they move south, I think we're going to have to move the green around. Does that make sense? Because we got to get, like, the green here so that then we can flip it with these purples. Does that make sense? Happens. I forgot that we're gonna have to do these Mora Jai puzzles as we go along too, which is great, but also I have to change my brain thinking. So hitting black boxes just rotates the row you're on. I forget what hitting yellow does, but it doesn't seem like it does anything. I know if I hit this red, it fills in that, which isn't great. There we go. There we go. So that's how you got to get green in the middle to then move it, switch places basically with that. And now we'd want to move move the red up and then move it back. Still have to use the green to get these purples up here. Hello, good morning to you. It's been a few days since I've seen you around these parts. Purple, yellow. Purple, yellow. Purple. Ah, nice. That's a long way. That's a long time, I mean. Purple, yellow. Purple, green. Green over here. Green reflecting. Purple back. Green reflecting. How's Deltarune? Deltarune's good. I finished chapter 3. I did the secret boss of chapter 3. Chapter 3 is done. So I'll move on to chapter 4 sometime this week. Either Monday or Wednesday. Probably Monday. if I'm being honest. But maybe Wednesday. One of those 2 days, we'll start chapter 4. You're only 3 hours into chapter 3. How are you liking it? I'm curious to hear your opinion. Because apparently, and I suspected this, and then I was told later on that the way it's different is dividing online sentiment of the chapter, which doesn't surprise me at all. Just because it's structured different, I think. But apparently, I'm also have been told that chapter 4 is like really fucking amazing, so I'm curious to see how that goes. Yeah, I thought it was unique. But when I did it, when I was doing it, and I saw that was mostly going to be how the chapter was, I was like, I have a feeling that there might be some people who aren't really into this. Basically just beat the first board. Okay. You still have a ways to go. But that's good. I think if you're enjoying it right now, I think you'll enjoy the rest of the chapter then. I don't know how to... I'm just going to reset it because I'm pretty sure I gotta get... How do I move these yellows? How do I move yellow? I think the only way to move yellow is going to be through these greens. Or swapping with green. See, once... Purple definitely goes down. Does yellow go up? Is that the thing about yellow? I guess I should probably confirm that before. Let me see. Purple definitely goes down. That's what we were told. I just haven't been able to actually, like, move any of these yellow deals. Oh, there we go. Here we go. And then I would want to... Ooh. Yes, okay, yellow does go up. So that's good to see. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's happening! So then if I hit green, I get a purple there. Good. And then I gotta... Yellow needs to go up. I don't want to put... Fuck, I was close. I had it, and my brain had it, and then I lost it. I don't think I want to put yellow right back up. Uh-oh. I think if I put red there, I'm in trouble. Unless I put it over in there. Purple do go up. No, purple go down. Purple down. Purple down! Okay, now I think I fucked up. Oh, no. Okay. So this, that, flip, down, flip, turn, rotate. Reverse. Get green. Flip it. Reverse it. And then get a green or purple there. Purple go down, yellow go up. Purple go down, yellow go up. Purple go down. Purple go down, yellow go up. Purple go down. Yellow up. Oh, did I lock it out? Wait, I don't want to give up. Let me think. 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 Who would have thought that the Mora Jai puzzles was going to actually be the thing I spend the longest time and not the actual sigil assembling today? Lol, lol, LMAO even. I totally forgot that these were a thing on it when I was thinking about the sigils too. But I'm too proud to just move over it. I think I might be trapped on this one. Let me think. Because I can flip and I can move these along, but this yellow can't move anymore until I get it back down. To get it back down, purple go down. I have to do something. So I'm gonna get that up there. Hitting the red is a big no. We just can't hit red. I think once I've... Purple go down. Yellow go up. Is there a way to... I can do this. I'm smart. I'm a smart lad. I'm trying to think it in a way. I know this puzzle's got hands. Okay. If I'm thinking it as like, what are my options? Basically this and this. Can't hit this, can't hit these. Well, that would go down. Okay, let me try it like that. Let's just see what happens there. If I move purple down in place of red instead, what does that change for us? We get this. Purple's off to the side. And then you can only flip green over, and that's not going to do you much good. Because then you can't move any of this. So that's definitely not the way to go. So then it has to be green. Get green to an extreme side. How did I even start what I was doing prior to all this? How did I... Oh, yeah, that. Okay. So we have now green over here, a purple where we need to up top. We kind of need to bring a second purple up there. And now we can flip. And then we can... Purple goes down, yellow goes up. Purple goes down, yellow goes up. Before I move it up again, purple goes down, yellow goes up. I can hit this, yellow and purple switch. Purple goes down. I don't want to hit this purple. Okay. Okay, so we got the top part. That should, in theory, be the hardest. And then I can move this up. And now... Purple goes down. Purple. So if I hit this, it would switch with green. And that would be it, right? I want to make sure before I hit. Yes. Okay. Holy shit. God damn. All for an allowance. Okay, let's put the actual, or let's take the screenshots of the thing. Oh my god. Oh my Jesus. Hey, look at this. This is nice looking. Little hat. First Erasure. Mount Holly Estate in care of Anne Babbage. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Eurasian story I've ever heard has begun with rain. Yeah, based on their symbol, sigil. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without the flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. How's progress? In blueprints, you mean? Okay, how did I take the other screenshots of these? I gotta do these all in the same order. Let me take these screenshots and then I'll tell you. So Sanctum Door, I see how I did it. Snipping tool. So this will be save as Sanctum Door 4. Oh, I gotta go here. Sanctum. Sanctum Door. Sanctum Door 4. Sigil. Erasure. 2. So Sanctum Door 4, Sigil, Erasure. And then I took and then I back out. And then I take a screenshot of this just in case I need it. This is all gonna benefit me in the future, I'm sure. Erasure 1. And then just in case I need it, a nice screenshot of that, the full sigil. And title it 3. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Number of sanctum keys, etc. So all sanctum keys are good. I did the things to get all the sanctum keys. Surprisingly. Now, I then built the sigils as best I can in my notebook. And so that's what we're currently doing, is I think I've done enough work to actually assemble all the sigils. So that's why I'm here. I thought it'd be easier to get all the keys first, then worry about sigils, then do all that. I guess I might need to get into the final room if this goes according to plan, so let me hit that before I forget. My thought process is that by assembling all the sigils, I think I can then do the 8 realms in 8 months thing, because I thought all the postcards would give me enough information to put those pins in, so that's what I'm currently working on. Now, if we knock out 3 or 4, door 4, what's the one I have the most information left on? I think 7? Vera? Weirdly enough, I don't have the number of rays I wrote down, but I think I have everything else. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. This is where now we have to do some guesswork and maybe some brute forcing. But what else is new? This, other than the first 2 doors and then that last door I just did, that one I totally could assemble. So, let me see. I have the moats look like the circles with the crosses in them. They look like, shit, I saw it there for a second. That. Okay. And then, I don't know the number of rays, but I know it's wiggly lines. No, not like that. This. Yes. And then I know the outside looks like... Yeah, I'm gonna have to brute force this. What color is this? What did I write? It's... No. Is it... Oh, it might have been that, actually. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. This, right? Yes. And this was in the Lost and Found. Pink. Pink is that color. Because I wrote it pink. In the realm. Okay. So I don't know the number of rays, but I have to brute force it. If I hit this and it doesn't work, then what I do is just spin this. I spun the wrong one. Damn it. This was bound to happen. This is planned. Don't worry about it. Okay, this middle one. I just have to keep changing. Yes. And then I gotta rotate this to get back to the pink color. And then try it. Nope. Okay, so then spin it again. And then get the color. See, this isn't as bad as a brute force as I thought it'd be. I thought this was gonna be like impossible to do. But honestly, I think it could have been a lot worse. You did the same? Alright. See, that's what I was trying to say at the start. Is that I think, unless you're a fucking god and you've seen everything, I think they're kind of designed to kind of be brute force in a way. Or you get as much information as you can. And then you're bound to probably be missing a couple pieces. And then you just go, it's fine. We'll get it eventually. Okay, no. There can only be so many combinations here. If I'm pretty sure I have everything else. It's a pretty big if. But I'm pretty sure I was pretty confident about this one. Other than, yes! Yes, okay. Yes! That's number 4. We're so good. We're so good. We got this. The variation. While Mora Jai boxes were never as popular in Vera as in other realms, pink tiles were eventually introduced based on the Varian people's devout respect for the sacred circle. When these tiles are pressed, all adjacent and diagonal tiles rotate around the pressed tile. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so we want to turn things pink. He wants to see pink. Okay, that makes sense. I forget what orange does. But I just X'd them out, so that's probably not. I forget. I'll figure it out. I need to do... It's like something where if they're separated... This is like almost like doing the dart puzzles again when I was first figuring out what... When you're trying to like figure out what... Okay, when they're singled out, they just blank out. So I think... Oh, I think I know what I want to do. We want to sandwich an orange, I think, to turn it pink. I think that's what I want to do. Sandwich an orange. There we go. And not sandwich, but surround it by mostly pink. If you surround mostly with pink, then an orange will turn into a pink. Gung, 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 gung. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, da, ka. Boo, 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 ka. Okay, here we go. Pinks everywhere. Turn your life around into pinks. Get those corners going. You'll love to see. now I just gotta do this, and I'm kind of just clicking haphazardly because what's the worst that can happen? Oh, I just need to get... Oh, God. Gung, 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 gung. I like the drum beat as I'm trying to solve this stupid puzzle. Boom, booga. Boom, boom, booga. Digga-doo-dun, digga-doo-dun, da-da-da, solve the book puzzle. Okay, I thought this was going to be very simple, but I think I'm just... It's actually I have to think more than I have been. There we go. I actually had to use the brain just slightly more. Hey, we got that one a lot quicker than the other one, so that's all good. We like that. Turtle! Turtle back! What a mystical land. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. The moments of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless, and as I have grown or gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera, upon arriving, is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration of their stay. That's adorable. To serve as both steed, guide, and companion. I'm still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was in Mora Jai. Herbert. Okay, at first I thought the story that they told on the thing was going to actually give us the dates. But now that I think about it, I might have to just look at the stupid dates on the postcards. That would actually probably more likely have the actual order of the 8 nations, 8 realms in 8 months thing. So I might have to take a closer look at that. But good thing I got the magnifying glass, so we'll do that in a sec. Okay, so same thing. Screenshot time. I love screenshots. Sanctum door, this is 7. So Sanctum door 7. Sigil Vera 1. And then postcard. And this full sigil itself. Perfect. That's 4 sigils done. He's gonna do it. Alright, what's gonna be the next one that's easiest? I think 6. No. No. Actually, 3. What key did I have the most trouble with? Sanctum key? Good question. I think the ones I shouldn't have had, but I kind of got lucky once I started opening keys. The one at the bottom of the the bottom of the what is it called? I keep wanting to say well. The port. The ones where it was like a bunch of chests at, you know, below the foundation thing. That one's annoying just because it was annoying to drain the water, honestly. Like, I, for some reason, had too much difficulty draining the water than I should have had. But I just kept not having the situation to do it. The one I was most surprised by, but I think was the last one, was the Machinarium one. But I think I got a bit lucky, and my one random idea ended up actually working. And I was like, it's one of those moments where I was like completely shocked that that worked at all. Because if that wasn't the case and that wasn't the solution, then I would have had no idea what to do about the 8 doors thing. The last door of 8 or whatever. I have to relook at the list. I think I got lucky with the vault one. That one was just, that seems like, I think that's just purely RNG, and I think I just got lucky. Let me relook at this list. Fourth down below the docks, there's high up. Second locked vault. Furthest rank. Yeah, that one was automatically. Yeah. I got kind of lucky with but I figured it out. The 7th is a major if you draft it quite late. So yeah, I would say the draining of the water one was obnoxious, and then the vault, and then what did I say? The other thing. Didn't have the upgraded aquarium, but you still got the Machinarium one. That's really good. Yeah, I did use the Machinarium thing. Oh, Chamber of Mirrors. That makes sense. That would be another way of doing that. That's a good point. Like 2 labs, 2 security. Yeah. I didn't even think about using the Chamber of Mirrors, but that would be the other way to really put that together. So the thing about this one is I wrote down, I know the number I think is supposed to be 3. If I'm really, this was done a little while ago. I think it's 3, and it's wavy lines. And I know the outside is supposed to be wavy lines as well, is what I wrote. Is it this? I think it's this. I don't know what the moats are. So I'm just going to have to change the moats until it pops. I think this is what I've got down. Please. Aha! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! 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 All right, here we go. That's number 5. Easy. God, the brute forcing is not as difficult as I thought it was going to have to be. All right, the Arch Ares variation. Arch Ares was the very first realm to introduce a new color to the traditional monochromatic tiles of the box. Given the number of ship routes and trade relationships between the two realms, this is not surprising. Fittingly, the variation itself is based on the brass compasses manufactured in Arch Ares. They're often traded to sailors in exchange for the valued Mora Jai puzzle boxes. When yellow tiles are pressed, they move north. Oh, we already saw that. Okay, so just to make sure we are wanting to turn. Okay, yeah, things yellow. So when they go up. Okay, let me reset. All right, we're going to knock this one out easy. When yellow is pressed, they go up. So get the yellow done first. Then get... We want to get a green here. They go up. Get a yellow over there. Get a yellow here. Go up. Get a yellow over here. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. No, I think I fucked up. Basically, I think you would want... Aha. Oh, we're getting better? I think I dealt with the harder one first. Just by very nature. Okay. Nice. Screenshot time. Make noises while I make screenshots. Save as sanctum door. This is 3. Sigil, Arch Aries, 3. Sanctum, door 3, Arch Aries 1. Now let's read the postcard. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Ooh. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. And then, again, a date thing. Do I know how to read these dates? Definitely don't. I would assume those are dates. But is it just as simple as 14-1-1300? No, that doesn't make sense. The year 1300. There's gonna have to be something. Because, again, I was under the impression that the story naturally would say, I went to this realm. And then I went to this realm. But aside from the first two, it doesn't seem like they're actually lending themselves like that. $1994 because I took so long. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Okay, we're doing that one. How much more left? Okay, 3 more. So, door 5, I don't have a ton going. I think door 6 is our next. No, I think door 8 is going to be our next. Whoop, I'll look down for a sec. Yes. Is it diamond? Yes. Okay. So this is country is... I know the outside color. I know the outside color is just the lines, right? Let me find it. Is it this? It might be this. I don't remember. It's not that. I drew it based on what it looked like in the the Realm and Ruin thing, but my picture of this does not look like... I think it's this. Okay. And then it's windy, I think it was. Windy lines. They're just like windy. It's windy. No. No. I don't know what that is. This. And then I wrote, I think it's 5. 5 windy lines. 5 windy lines. No. No. This. Ah. This. And then, I don't know what the moats are. I should be hitting the button. What am I doing? I'm spinning thinking it just auto does it. Come on, please be right. If this doesn't work, then we panic. I've got something wrong. Ah! Easy. Now, is this one going to be very difficult because it's the last one? You guessed industrial because of the blimps. Yeah, I just had to like... Mora Jai, the nuance. Nuance? Puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had in the ports of Mora Jai. Green tiles were introduced with an ability that allowed them to instantly jump across the board, representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. Oh. When green tiles, that tile swaps with the opposite tile. Okay, we already know that. All right. And we're trying to get all green. So these oranges need to turn green. Oranges. Whoops. Oranges need to turn green. Shit. Orange. You glad I didn't say green? What is purple? Purple just goes down, right? Yeah. Okay, so we got our 4 greens. So now we just got to move them in place. Go, 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 bum, bum. Go, 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 go. Purple moves down. I gotta get purple. Oh, purple. I gotta get a green up here. I think once we've done that, I think we kind of are screwed. I'm wondering if it's a matter of when you turn this last orange into a green, or if it doesn't matter and you just want to hit it when you can. Oh, there's 2 grays. We can't do it when there's a gray. Where do I want to push down this purple? Probably here to then flip it there. Let me just try. If I push it down and I flip it back up, this I can still rotate with the black. I think that's what I'm going to want to do. I think I fucked up again. I thought this one was going to be easy. Ah. Yeah, once you get... okay, I'm pretty sure this would be the first thing you want to do. Then you got to get this one also green. So push it there. Push this down and it will take its place. What's this? I feel like I'm so close. But I'm just too close to hold you. If I bring purple down first, those greens are locked in. But then how am I going to get... Well, I have a green here, so, I mean, worst thing comes to worst, I can flip it there. Oh! Oh! I was so afraid. I was scared of, like, pulling the move, because I didn't want to, like... I could tell I was close, but I was like, I didn't want to do something that messed up. Okay. Screenshot time! File. Save as. Sanctum. Door. 8. Sigil. What is it? Nuance? Nuance? Nuance. 3. Right? Sigil. Branch 3. No, we have 2 more. We have doors 5 and 6 I need to put together. I just did them. I'm doing them out of order because I'm doing the ones that I have more information on first. Or the ones that I think I can more easily put together. I have 2 more. Look how green this is. It's so pretty. Nuance, Sanctum, Sigil, Nuance, Nuance. And now let's read the postcard. Oh, look at how cool that looks. Oh. By far my favorite realm I've visited during this trip, but I've always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Korarica or the beaches of Mora Jai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. Never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. See, story-wise, this feels like it's going to be one of the last places. But maybe I'm reading much too much into the last sentence there. Maybe. Okay, last screenshot here. I'll save as Sanctum 8 2. Don't see a date thing. Oh shit, you're right. Uh-oh. That's not good for me. Is there anything on it? No, it just says that. Oh no. How the hell do I get the dates then? This can't just be I refuse to believe it's just trial and error. There's got to be something. And like, because there's 8 realms in 8 months, like it feels like this would lead to that. So I don't want to be scared too early here, but there's got to be a way to take the information from here to that. I feel. Wait, is this door 6? Did I mix up? Let me see something. Oh, 5 and 6. I know how to count. Which one? I think I have more information on 6. 5 is looking pretty bare. I'm going to be honest. 5 might be our roughest one. Okay, so this one is... circles on the outside, so it's this. And then I wrote question mark 8 rays. So the 8 rays are already there. I don't know the moats or what the rays look like. So this is going to be some massive trial and error because I have to keep spinning back. Oh, this is going to be rough. There's a lot of combinations. I don't know the moats or the ray type. Found a hint for this one in a very absurd place. Wait, how do you mean absurd? I mean, the problem is if you say why it's absurd or what it is, then it might spoil what it is. Like, fuck. Okay, this is gonna be tough if I don't know. Okay, okay, we know this is Mora Jai, right? So if I think about... Let's just think. Okay, let me go open up. I'm opening up on my second screen. You can't see it, but I'm opening up the Realm and Rune book. Tribal, agricultural, martial, metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, poetic. I need to get the weather or these moats. Mora Jai. Or, well, see, it's a problem because I know Mora Jai, the naval, so that's why I did the 8. Like, that's got to be it. Seaports. But that's, weather. Weather? There's 7 different weathers and 8 different moats. I'm trying to eliminate some of the moats that I'm looking at. Mora Jai isn't military. Metropolitan, maybe? Academic? Industrial. Spiritual. I mean, I guess you could say I should just get to work and start trying, because if it's 8 times 7, there's 56 different combinations. All right, let's just I just gotta do it. I don't want to fuck up, so I'm going to just start at the top of top of the book, the first one listed in the book, and then I will go. The annoying thing is I'm gonna have to do this for each. No, I hit the... Shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh, man. Jesus, this is gonna suck. Doesn't know the weather. Doesn't know the anything. No, I hit the... Oh my god. Shit. Fuck. I keep doing the wrong thing. I hate... No! I'll become a pro at this eventually. Spinning the correct ones. I just gotta make sure I'm always hitting. I haven't been keeping track of what's... I haven't been keeping track of where I started with the... weather things. So that's a problem. What are you saying? You're gonna swap weather and moat? Yeah, that's the 2 I don't have. I have the number, I'm pretty sure, of 8. And I have the color, which is the circles on the outside, but I don't have the other 2 things. I started with windy. most thrilling gameplay moment here. The thing is, Mora Jai probably isn't tribal. But I know if I fucking... Shouldn't I iterate moat first? You'll have to change the color back a lot less. Oh, is that true? Is that because... Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, well... Let me finish up doing... this. It's a good point. Fuck. Okay, so let me... God, I built the how to spin these things now in my brain. Okay, so let me... So you're saying... I see, yeah. Damn it. And I can keep track of moats, probably, that I've tested already. Oh, this is a lot faster. Okay. Where I started with tribal, right? Okay, so now... Change this. Change this back to color. God. I should have realized that sooner. I don't know why I made this more difficult myself. God, I feel stupid. It's probably not snowing in Mora Jai. But again, I need to, like... I need to make sure I try every option, because if I... reminds me a lot of the fucking, the other thing. Where the admin key thing that I had problems with, or a problem, because I wasn't keeping track of something. There's only so many combinations. It's gonna knocked out. It's gonna get... You would think wind makes sense. Wind for a port town, a naval port, maybe. I don't know how weather works in relations to countries. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so that didn't work. I don't know how weather works. Let's just put it like that. I don't know how a lot of things work, actually. Here we go. Okay, try. So no weather, no particular interesting weather pattern. Oh, we're back to that. Waiting for it to like click and get excited. I want that moment. Give me that moment. Don't rob me of this moment, game. Rainy? Oh shit, I gotta... Rainy? What is this? Stormy thundering. Come on. This gotta work. Oh, I thought that popped for a second. Now, what weather did we start on? Twitch is having a mini meltdown. Uh-oh. Shouldn't be on my end. Depends on what the meltdown is. Twitch might be having a problem, though. I could see it. They were having problems earlier a couple days ago, I think. Yeah, I think it might be Twitch. I think I spun this an extra amount of times because I was reading chat. I feel like I've spun this around quite a bit. But it's fine, we keep it. We're thorough. Am I back to the same weather? Did I exhaust all the options I currently have? Am I fucked? Uh-oh, we're back to wind. Uh-oh. I'm not feeling good about this. Wait, did I do the right number of lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I did. Okay, so this was a couple days ago, so I don't remember exactly, but I pieced the color, I think by process of elimination, and then the number of rays, which was 8, which would have been, because naval capabilities, right? Naval. That's black in the sigil? Wait. Huh? Shit! I'm doing the wrong color! I meant to do this! It's white! Oh, I looked at my drawing incorrectly. God. They're both circles. Ah, they're God. This and the other one are too similar. Look at this. Oh no, my drawing betrayed me. Oh, they're so close, but I didn't look at my drawing close enough. Yeah. Ah, shit. Fuck! Okay. We're fine. We just restart. I had it right. God, because I knew the colors didn't repeat. But I had to fucking. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Why? Shit. Fuck. Fuck. I hate everything. Oh, gotta go back to the colors. Oh shit. It's not these circles, it's these circles. Oh god. Oh. God, I hate everything. What did I do to deserve this? It's just like the admin key thing. It's just like it. Oh, God. No way. Woo! Oh, I was looked down upon. Oh, they said, oh, we'll make it easy for you. Oh, you won't have to go through a shit ton. What is this? Okay. What is this? it's no particular weather, naval, and then what is that again? What is that? What is that sign? What the fuck are you? Agriculture. Okay. On the Vera postcard, it gives a hint. Let me see. I can check my screenshots. I'm looking. Despite my prejudice, deeply love the time here in Vera, the memories of the youthful trip. Not a single spectrum. What's the hint? Let me see. Oh, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Jai. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm so glad I was pointed out the color thing. I'm gonna be 1,000,000% honest. That's fair. I respect that. I hadn't been thinking about the postcards using them as hints for the sigils. So that's pretty good. Door 6, Mora Jai. God, how much did it pain you to watch me try the wrong color there constantly? That would have been that was bad. After a short sea voyage, we arrived at on the main island of Mora Jai last night in good spirits. The people here are beleaguered in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jairel, I'm just as afraid of eating another dish as I am rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books, as I've noticed that each realm I visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. Let me new screenshot this. Sanctum door, Mora Jai, dose. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, it's a lot here. Mora Jai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Mora Jai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes of both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Mora Jai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. Each white tile can be pressed like a button, with which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles light into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world, regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenge and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Mora Jai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. Capital R right. Yeah. I would have had a meltdown if I went through everything and then still didn't solve it, because then I would have been questioning if I got like the 8. But then I would have been like, it's got to be naval, and I had the color by process of elimination on the other colors. So then I would have been like, what did I do wrong? God. Okay. I assume we want to turn everything white, right? Yeah. Okay. Pink will rotate. Yellows rise to the top. We got to turn something else white. There we go. So like that. I forget the exact rule. It's like it turns gray if there's 2 whites. Or if it's 2 gray, it goes like that. So then I want to turn... I gotta get another one of these grays into white. There we go. Woohoo! Alright, now if you thought that one was painful, this last door, I have like nothing except for color. Because the colors don't repeat. So we have, we might have a problem here. And by problem, I mean, get comfortable, get a snack. Triangles, triangle color. What is, okay. Was it, didn't, let me see these postcards again. Didn't it mention this country? Let me find it. It's the C one. I never know, Kakariko Village. I'm looking. Didn't we find a postcard that mentioned Costa Rica? Or am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Do I not know what I'm talking about? Oh wait, here we go. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Costa Rica. Mountains of Costa Rica. Mountain. Hold. We're fine? We might be fine. Hold for a sec. Mountain. Mountains. No. Mountains. No. Mountain? Nothing is mountainous. What? This is nothing. What? Military? Mountain? Tribal? Weather? Mountains aren't weather. Aviation? It's not flat, not camels. Turtleback? Train? Horseback? Carriages? I mean, we're gonna have to make some kind of assumption here. Naval? It's probably not Navy. Fuck. Roads? It's probably going to be roads Or horseback. We didn't use horseback for anything, right? No. I don't think so. Did I? Did I use it for Vera? What was Vera? Vera was turtle. So it's not going to be turtle. We can eliminate that. It's not camels. It's not flat terrain. It's not naval. So it gives us 4 more options. Roads, horseback, train, aviation. I don't think it's train. We've used train for other realms. Quite a bit, I think. Who else got trains? It was... Araja got train. Arch Ares got train. And then Arinda Ares got train. There are 3 other trains. I'm gonna say it's not train. Yeah, exactly. I was before I looked down at chat, I was looking at all my sigils I picked. So I'm gonna say it's not train. So roads, horseback, or aviation. Roads, horseback, or aviation. Triangles, not those triangles, other triangles. These triangles. Roads. Horseback. For fuck's sake. Okay, roads. I don't know how to do this smart. Oh god. Okay, wait 1 sec. Did you see that? I went quick enough where I changed that, but not the color. Do you see how I can do that? If you hit it right, just at the right moment. Look at that. Cheating. Okay. How do I want to do this? Triangles have got to be on the outside. So same deal. Should I just do... But I don't know the... This is gonna be bad. Damn, if I could eliminate 1 more variable, this would be a lot easier. I'm trying to think. I can give you where to look to eliminate one of the variables. Yeah, but I don't want to... You make that sound like I'd have to go somewhere. And I don't want to, like, leave here if I can really help it. Especially if I have to potentially try to, like, generate a room, you know? I don't have to leave. Would it have been on another postcard? But how... Costa Rica. Costa Rica. I'm trying to think. If it's mountainous, maybe I should just be smart. If it's mountainous, is it... We haven't used, like, snow for anything, right? What if it's just supposed to be snow? Snowy mountains. Is it like a logic thing? Are you saying, like, just think, like, mountains and then think, like, snow? Like, just put it together. Like, if a place is mountainous, maybe it's got snow. And then I could just... How big is your hint? There's a direct hint somewhere. What are the different moats again? Let me see the moats. Less direct hint and more answer. Oh, man. What? No way! I was just... No way! I just got the 4? No fucking way that worked. It's in the room descriptions? In the room directory? Huh? Room directory, where? Where? Huh? What? Freezer? What? Kept almost as frigid as the snowy mountains of... Wow! 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 Dude, I cannot believe I got this correct. I literally just started... I was about to, like, ask for the hint. Oh, man. I just got so lucky. I got so lucky eliminating it down to... Okay. Basically saying that it had to be roads, horseback, or aviation, I guess, was... Or did I say... I said not train because it was... There were so many trains earlier. So I was like, it has to be roads or horseback or aviation. And then I just said, if it's mountains, I said it might be snowy. And then I just got lucky by spinning at that point. Holy... I did not... I had no idea. I mean, my notebook does not have the academic or... Like I said, all I had was the color. And then I went from that. That's amazing. I got it. God, that feels so nice. Holy shit. That could have been a lot longer of time spent there. I cannot lie. He cannot lie. That feels amazing. Sanctum door 5. Not Mora Jai. Cora Rica. 3. Honestly, I kind of respect that they kind of put like a hint there, whether intentional or not, in that thing. Oh man. God, that saves so much time. Sanctum. Correct. 2. Or 2? No, 1. There's a pennant in the dormitory with the symbol. Oh, that's dumb. No offense, but man, that seems like a bit of a stretch. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities. The further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, I have myself regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I've visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Herbert. P.S. I ended up forsaking all but one of my books. add an extra eye to one of my things, so I had to fix that. It was bothering me. There's also the stamp. Oh, stamps. Far from the port towns of the lesser islands, the academics of Costa Rica were among the last strongholds where the puzzle box fad spread. Unlike other realms, whose regional rule variations emerged organically over time, students of Costa Rica designed orange tiles by committee, voting on students' submitted designs, and picking the one that felt best to represent the realm. When these tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. Right. So we want everything to be orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say... banana. An oldie but a goodie. Okay, so my guess is the solution to this, since there's 5 oranges, one of these have to change into another color to make it make sense. You need to use the power of another color on one of these oranges. I would assume it's probably... well, you can't turn it green. It's going to have to be a purple because you can't make another green to do it. So you have to turn one of these oranges into a purple. Oh, but there's... I see. This one seems pretty evil. Oh, God. Wait 1 sec. There we go. Okay. So, turned. Now purple moves down. Orange, orange, orange. Purple moves down. Purple moves down. If I move a purple, like if I move this down, I think you're screwed. think I might have to reset it. Yeah. You can't turn an orange into a black because there's only one black. And it can't be, it has to be always the majority. Then that would mean it's the same with the green. That should be a majority. So the only thing you could turn an orange into is a purple. And I would assume you have to use that power to solve the puzzle. Like, they would want you to utilize that power to solve it. So I don't think it's a matter of just moving around oranges to get what you want. I would think. I can't say for certain. But I would assume that's the case. But then it's a matter of where you place the purple. Where are you going to turn that purple? Just checking something there. Okay, so we have 3. Do I want to send... Oh, shit. I feel like I'm close here because I gotta send a purple up, but do I want to send... Yep. I want to send a purple here. Oh, I just gotta do it. I just gotta pull the trigger because if I don't, then I'm gonna be upset if I delay. Okay, so when I click this and I click that, that then pushes the oranges up. And then I gotta get another orange and then replace that. Woo! Yes! Oh, it feels good when you're like a few steps away from it, and then you just gotta click the right thing, and then you're like, I know it's gonna work. Okay. Alright. We have question time. Do I technically have all the pieces, wherever they may be, to solve the 8 realms in 8 months puzzle thing, I assume? Where I would stick the push pin looking devices into the 8 different realms. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do I technically have access to whatever I would need to solve that as of right now? I know that's a very vague and broad question. Yes. Okay. This one's a little more tricky to answer, but I believe in you. Is the majority, or is it intended for me to solve that using the postcard stuff? that's basically... Am I right in thinking that the solving of all these sigils and then getting access to the postcards kind of specifically is really what then leads you naturally into solving the 8 realms in 8 months puzzle? Or is there, like, more drawing upon outside other than the sigil stuff? Pretty much with only the postcards and context clues from other stuff. But the actual info is basically these postcards. You're saying only postcards. Is it these postcards in specific? Because I want to start putting this together if that's the case. Because I can start looking at my postcards. Okay. Let me see. Can I read the dates on these postcards without my magnifying glass? Yeah. Okay. With my screenshots. Okay. 14, 12. Oh my god. What do these date looking things mean? What does that mean? 14, 12. Eight realms. Okay, so the first door says 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are only the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, the true spirit of adventure departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the old kingdom. Okay, so I think it's quite clear. I'm going to start writing this down in my notebook. 8 realms in 8 months. I think it makes this first postcard is the first area. It says Blackbridge, but we've labeled it Arinda Ares. I think that has to be the first. With how that just makes sense to me. Also, let's think about travel in general. If I'm someone traveling and I want to hit 8 realms in 8 months, I'm probably not going to go across the map constantly. I'm not going to go from the west side of the globe to the east side, back to the west, to the east. There's probably a good, thorough, like, travel line. You know, like, if I'm a weird man traveling, that's probably the case. And so if we start with this one being the first, I don't think it's going to be as simple as just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, unfortunately. And then he says, I'm looking at this, the second door for Fen Ares says I'm actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk. Because that just makes sense. We are in Fen Ares, right? Right? Red, Fen Ares, start. That's where we're at. So we've got the first and the last. That's really simple. Did I even manage to ace the final exam? I haven't taken it. Can't generate the final classroom. I've attempted, I think, 2 or 3 times since the first time I failed. And I've attempted to build the 9th classroom 2 or 3 times since failing that first exam. And haven't succeeded. So I put that on the back burner. We're putting it on the back burner. With the mystery of if I could actually get if I can pass the exam, it will remain a mystery for now. It's unfortunate. It's just apparently generating the classroom harder than it should have been for me. Okay, so we start at Arinda Ares and Fen Ares, and then we have to put 6 in between. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this, huh? Let's read postcard 3. We arrived here after a few days of sailing And it made me realize how much convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended. Okay, this isn't helping. I don't get these date things. How do I read these? Are these dates? I mean, you would think they're stamped with dates. 14, 12, 1. Like, what? Oh. Oh. 14, 12, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4 is when it starts. And then this says 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4. Wait, is that a 4? I can't even tell what number that is. Is that a... It looks like an L. 1, 4, 1, 2. 1, 4, 1, 2. Did they all start 1, 4, 1, 2? No. They don't all 1, 4, 1, 2. I don't even know what this one is. This doesn't even look similar to the others. Oh, God. Part of me thinks the dates gotta, or what I assume are dates, has got to be some kind of good clue to this, but I can't, for the life of me, read this. Okay, you know what? This might be crazy for me to say. I think before assembling, I think we should just get to room 46 first. Because there's no sense in worrying about this. Oh, wait. Oh, look at this. Trophies are... Oh, yeah. Trophy of sigils. In recognition of visiting 8 realms in 8 months. Oh, wow. That's quite the hint. Okay, let's make it to room 46 first, and then we're gonna... Because I think it'll be easier to look at the map and actually, like, assemble like this. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. I think we got this. Get out of here, postcard, for now. Get out of here. Let me make sure I can make it to room 46 again. I should be able to. I've got this. I've got drawing room. I'm going to drawing room up and kind of like... I say that like I'm so confident. I could fuck this up easily. I could easily find a way to mess this up. Key card would have been really nice so I could just go up through the foundation. All right, this is going to be huge. This can be huge progress. We love it. I'm more concerned about the just building, the drafting here. I need to not be fucked over by unlucky draws. Okay. Nice key. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, we do a little bit of this, we do a little bit of that. Oh, really? Let me check. This secluded garden flanked by a variety of Mora Jai fruit trees. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? God, it just feels good to get the sigil things, like, done. Because that was a big... it feels like a big step. Also, I don't know what my plan is after I do the 8. Like, I'm hoping something important pops up once I do the 8 realms in 8 months, because I don't know what our next big thing is after that. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be potentially removing boxes from the tunnel. That seems like it might be a really big thing, honestly. That might, unless something else big pops up, that might have to be my next plan. All right, here we go. We need good drafting. Conference room works. Conference room definitely works. We get a couple of entryways. That's good. That's a good first pick. Where's the beeping? Oh, coins. Part of me thinks that it is going to be major. Like, part of me is like, it's got to be something huge, right? Because... Ooh, passageway. Looks pretty good. Looks really enticing. Alright, we go up. No, I think I can do Machinarium. I've got enough. Yeah. Yeah, we've got enough of those. That's good. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Okay, okay. No panic, no panic. Come on. Oh! 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 Okay, we're fine. Hello, piggy bank that I will never smash at this point. Oh! I'll grab the key just in case. I like grabbing it. Oh, we're so back. Alright. 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 Let's not panic. Here we go. 8 realms in 8 months. Eight realms. Okay. First. Now, this is testing my geography just slightly. But also... I think... I gotta pull up several pictures here. I know that these over here, so this, based on the book, this is Arch Ares. Arch Ares. This is, the other thing. And then this is Eurasia. This is so bad. Alright, wait. Don't panic! Alright, Arch Ares. I had so many pictures going. This is Orinda Ares. So this is gonna be our first. So first, Orinda Ares, right? Let me look, one more look. Yes. Okay. Bam. And then, but don't panic. 8. Fen Ares. Fen Ares is right. It's right. I want to make sure because I don't want to make a mistake. Right. Fen Ares is the, this stupid thing. The Pentagon. Pentagon. Pentagon, Fen-Aries. We make it back home. And it is... I'm looking through my pictures. One sec. Don't panic. This is probably something I should have at the top of my mind, but because... it's been a while since we last played, so I'm... Geography worksheet. Here we go. Geography. And then I wrote a thing. And then these... He got 4. That's... Okay, so the leftmost is the heart. Costa Rica. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Is that what this... Have I tried considering that the prince is blue? Ah. Okay, so how many can you put? Okay. I see. I think I didn't consider that you could put... Okay. I think it's gonna... Why does it get placed differently? Should I be reading into the fact that it gets, depending on what, like, little section of... I don't think this actually matters, right? I think it's going to be like this. Yeah, I think I shouldn't panic about this. Okay. I think it's going to be like this. And then... Let's pull up... So I'm looking at my pictures here. I'm just furiously scrolling through photos. Okay. So, yeah. Let me look at the world map. I think that's what I should be looking at. Yeah. Okay. So this is Mora Jai. Oh god, I can't scroll up. This is Mora Jai. Not the number. I'm just pointing out that this is Costa Rica. I was right about that. This is Vera. And then this is Arch Aries up here. Arinda Aries. Eurasia. Nuance. Nuance. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. No, nuance. Now. I've got so many pictures now pulled up on my computer. It's crazy. Yeah. 1 and 8, I think, share the same, like, it's because you're completing the thing. I think they probably go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you're going to travel, and then you're going to go around the globe, and then you're going to end here, and then come back down. To me, that just makes sense. Unless they go the opposite direction. If it goes up, and then goes around, and then like here or here, and then the opposite, and then like here, here, and then here. Let's look at the postcards. Postcard time? Postcard time. Postcard. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. So Arch Aries after some sailing. Arch Aries after some sailing. So they definitely probably came from the west. They probably came from the west and then wrapped around to here. Does that make sense? They probably went... So my guess... Let me see. I'm looking... I'm like... I don't know, man. I don't understand globes. I think the world is flat. Sorry, I'm just looking at... I'm like trying to read a lot of postcards. So actual good questions, I'm not gonna probably be able to have the brain like processing power to answer. Eurasia. I think let's just get something on the board and like take a look at it. And then we judge, and then we go like, does this like, I mean, how do we like this? Like if I did something like this. If I was like, oh, this actually kind of makes it easy if I do something like this. To kind of allow you to... I don't know if something happens when I get it correct. Like, it probably will pop, right? So, what if it doesn't... What if it's like this? Because you can sail across this. Maybe you don't wrap around. Maybe you just go... I think I have to try harder. I gotta try better. I gotta try harder. I'm trying. Don't whip me so hard. Kororika. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend correspondence. Find myself regretting having bought so many books. Oh, man. Am I close? After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Mora Jai. So, after a short sea voyage... Mora Jai. Right. So after they do so maybe it's 5 here, 6 here. That seems kind of weird. What's a sea voyage? What do we If I just cross from 5 to if I go like 5, would we consider this a short sea voyage from here to here? That doesn't seem like a sea voyage. That seems like... But again, we don't wrap around the world, or what I was calling... See, we can see because now the string thing that they do, it's clear that they don't... I would assume the visual representation is not that you're wrapping around. So, I'm going to say... Let me pull up another postcard. I loved my time here in Vera, the memories of the youthful trip. The weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Jai. Do I think that that means that you got to Vera after Mora Jai? Right? Vera after Mora Jai? If he's saying the weather here is much more severe than it was, then yes. He has to have gotten... Oh, shit. I maximized it for some reason. If the weather here is much more severe than it was, not just is, was in Mora Jai. So we have... Vera comes after Mora Jai. It has to be... It could even be something like this. I mean, a weird design going on. But Vera than it was. The weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Jai. I would think... I don't know if it's directly... I don't know if you would... This seems weird. It's possible, though. Ah, this one... Kororika. Where does Kororika sit in this? Where are we? Where's Kororika? Not where. When? When is Kororika? I'm looking at nuance. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kororika or the beaches of Mora Jai. See, nuance, I would think, has to be last. Or not last, but close to last. I think nuance is going to be... Oh, God. These... Oh, my God. Is this going to make a nice pattern? I think I'm a fool for thinking... He says in his nuance postcard, he says, I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. He can look across and he sees the red flags. He's looking across here and then ends up back here. I think this has to be the second to last. I think this has to be 7. But I don't know then. Oh. 2, 1. What am I missing? I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean... Ah, shit. Vera. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Mora Jai. After a voyage, a sea voyage, Mora Jai. If this is 7, if I'm thinking, I would want to put, like, what if it's like 1, 2, 3. I just don't know. What am I missing? Oh, God. Part of me wants to think that there's going to be some pattern made with this. What if there's a cool pattern? What's a cool pattern that's made with the string? You know what I mean? What if we make a cool pattern? Like an infinity symbol? Where's Korika? When's Korika? But never how's Korika? Exactly. That's how I feel like every day. It's always like, Austin. I can't think of a joke. I was gonna say a cool, meaningful pattern I can immediately think of is the Yorinda symbol. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think my heart wants to say it's like close to, and then 4 or 5 is gonna be these two, but I just don't get why you would, like, am I going to get lucky if I just alternate some of these? Like Pharrell once said, am I going to get lucky? That at least makes like the most sense trip-wise. Look at this. You go like here, and then you go across, and then you kind of circle around. Like Daft Punk featuring Pharrell once said. Okay. We know Arinda Aries is first. 8, he says, 8 realms in 8 months. Oh, he says, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Okay. No. Taking you south. Wait. A fragment of the old kingdom. A landmark as well. Wait. Am I dumb? I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. Do I not? Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. I think I'm... What did I picture behind this? One moment. Hold. That's Eurasia. The black is that. This is He says the first postcard. I think I'm really stupid. We are sorry for making that terrible sound. One. He writes the first postcard here. He travels south. We start here. We travel south. We get here. This should be 1. This is 8. Right? 8. This is the red. This is the black. This is the old. I don't think I know what I'm doing. But then where do I double up? Where the hell does... How? He's... Where do we double up the pin? How do I... Huh? One moment. Oh, now I'm doubting myself. Now I feel as if I thought I had an idea of the geography and the world, and now I'm doubting and questioning everything I've ever done in my life. And how this is structured. 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple. So then he says, I've departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. And then he says, it seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom. A landmark as black in realm as it is in name. Right. Black in realm. This has to be 1. This is the first postcard. 1? He goes 1. Where does it want me to start? Where he would have traveled from and then down? Maybe. But then that goes back to... That would look more something like maybe this. No. You fucking piece of shit. But that... I don't think... But he doesn't start... Does it want me to start? I don't know where... Do I start where he travels from? Do I start 1 where he was? Or the first postcard? 8 realms in 8 months. Here, 1. 1... 3, 2, 4. I don't even know if this is right, though. This is the problem. Also, why would you double up? That doesn't make sense, though. That's definitely not right. Fucking hell. Okay. What? I gotta get this. I gotta get this. Holy shit. He's got to get this. The last postcard is sitting at my desk at home, and it's this. The last postcard One moment. The last postcard is the red. One, but then, no. Black. One. Last postcard. Two. And then something like this. I know these numbers don't necessarily... That doesn't... But then... I'm about to go mad. So this is home, and he travels south. Oh man, look at me. I travel south. It's black. Here. No? Wait. No. Black. Travel south. 1. 8. 2. I think I maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Am I close to any of this? There must be some critical error I'm making. I think I'm making a critical error. He's making a critical error. One sec. Shit. Fuck. Okay, wait. Alright, what's more difficult? This or the fucking Chapter 3 final boss or secret boss of Deltarune? I'm gonna have to make a choice. Arch Ares. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. Arch Ares. Arch Ares? We sail after a few days of sailing. How many attempts did it take? How many attempts? Oh, on the boss. It was basically like 3 hours of solid attempts. It honestly probably would have been like under 2 hours, but I made like a bad mistake. So I'm gonna say technically 3 hours, but I should have had it under 2, I would say. I don't know how to read these letters. I just don't know how to read in general. After coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Okay. So, Vera... After the sweltering shores of Vera. So, Vera is going... So, Vera comes after... Corica. No, Vera comes before. That's how time works. That's how timelines work. So... Corica after Vera. Mora Jai, Vera. Sweltering Shore. Sweltering Shores, Corica. I must be close. So we know Mora Jai before this, and then this before this. So these numbers have to be sequential. Okay, answer me this. At the very least, I think this was answered already, but as long as the pin, there's clear I have to double up the pins on one place. As long as it's highlighted, it doesn't matter if it's in a specific little area, right? Or am I going to get boned if it's like, is there a difference between this and this? Yes. There's no difference, you're meaning. As long as I'm in the highlighted, I'm fine. Okay, no difference. Okay, I'm pretty sure the main problem I have is delineating. I've got something fucked up with the starting point and also where we currently are at as far as a country or whatever, an empire. Because I'm pretty sure I have this Western, again, I don't know if it's 456 like this, but it's going to be like 345 or 456 or 567. Something like that. But this doesn't make sense. Why would you go all the way across like this? Corica. The sweltering shores of Vera. Vera. Before Corica. And then Mora Jai. Vera, weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Jai. So yeah, I think I've got... I think if he looks across... I can't... I want to select 3. 3. Why am I an idiot? Okay, I've been holding in so many liquids. I really need to go to the restroom. I'll be back. Give me like 3 minutes. Jesus. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. But in typical me fashion, so I went to the restroom, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I need some caffeine. Maybe caffeine will fix me. Maybe that will put my mind right. Made a mess when I poured myself some cold brew. So I had to clean that up. I cleaned it up very quickly. Here, I'll make a very loud sipping noise. Ah, oat milk. Okay, now let's think about this. Let's actually, okay, postcards. Postcards. I'm not I'm not crazy. This has to be the starting place. Number one has to be here because you go, he says, he goes here. It only makes sense that then you go down because number two, where's the my map thing? Eurasia. Let me see this. He goes south. He has to go south. This has to be right. What is this you're saying? I'm waiting until you finish this to go get food. Stop. Okay. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Don't want to starve chat. This has to be 2. Now, the question becomes... Oh my god. I don't know how this country, this thing, the mountainous, fits in. Because it's such an awkward place. Like, you don't... My brain wants it to go, like, clean, like, 1, 2, 3... like 3, and then 4, 5, 6. I need to figure out where this, what is it, Arch Aries. I need to know where Arch Aries fits in this. Let me look at the postcard. Postcard? We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Okay, wait. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. Would it be, and we know the train tracks. As we built the sigils, remember we said train tracks for all these? Is he saying, damn, we went from here and I sailed back up here, but I would have loved to just go through train all the way up. Is that what this is saying? It would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I'm well acquainted, having traveled here countless times as business for Cinca. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's where I'm making the fundamental mistake. I have so many pins on this thing. God, it looks ugly. Okay, so then, okay, that would actually make some sense. If he said he had to sail from going down to up, then you're like, okay, because we know that he sailed then to Mora Jai, but what if it's not he sails from this? What is this? This is a fucking, what's it called? Nuance, the one I'm least familiar with. Instead of sailing from Nuance, he goes straight across. What if he goes from the north to here, and then you go, where's my 5? And then we know the order, like I was saying earlier, 6. Oh my god, how do I select this? This looks stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go across, and then we know the order of these. It goes sequential. But now, what? 7? Because we got to put nuance. Let me find the nuance card. Does anything on here? He says, by far my favorite realm I visited, but I have always had a penchant for technology. The soot-filled streets, just as stirring to me as the mountains of Costa Rica. So after Costa Rica. So maybe it is just literally saying, I went from Costa Rica to here because it just mentioned it. It's a bit of a stretch. But he also says the beaches of Mora Jai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of Jersey blocks. I visit, it seems a series of past popular heroes back home. Speaking of home, as I look across so he looks across and he sees his home. He looks across, he sees his home is red. So he's been on his journey for a long time. And that's why I think maybe this would be late. It's like late in the journey. The 7 is late. We are late at nuance. Because he's like, oh shit, 8 months has gone by and I haven't been home and I hate everything. But then that means this would not be 8. This would be like 8. Yes! Holy shit. Certified copy of the deed. What do you mean? Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Orve of Trinsdale. I almost got it right like 10 minutes ago, but then I didn't. What? Was I close? No way. No way. Satisfied of record. A new Finn Clark, Stationers, Reddington, Fen Aries. What is this? What is this? What is this? X? X. Know all men by these presents that Lord Arthur Clementine, rightful owner of the land that rests in the northern range of the Reddington Mountains, doth grant and convey to the bearer of this document, Lady Orve of Trinsdale, the land, forest, and waters of the sheer cliffs that rest in the northern shadow of the Holy Leaf Mountain, with all the rights, privileges, and appurtenances thereunto belonging. Boundaries. The property of Mount Holly consists of dense woods flanked by cliff walls, irrigated by mountain spring streams, and punctured by several runoff waterfalls. This area is sheltered between the summit's northern slope and saddle, spanning across 80-odd acres of land. The property is situated southwest of Reddington, bounded on the south by steep crags, and abutting the east by the high road of Tanner Fork to Tanner Fork. Covenants. I, Lord Arthur Clementine, covenant, promise, and agree with Lady Orve, her heirs and assigns, that I am lawfully seized and possess the said premises, that the same are free and clear of all encumbrances, and that I have good right to sell and convey the same to the said Lady Orve, her heirs and assigns, and that I will warrant and defend the same against all lawful claims and demands whatsoever. In hand and seal, I make my mark in the grand year of Fen Aries, 1912. It was like 30 minutes. Was I really on the puzzle for that long? There's no way. The last will and testament of me, Herbert S. Sinclair. How many pages are we talking? Oh my goodness. I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils, words, heretofore made by me. I declare that I am not and have never been married and have no children. Ooh. First, I direct that all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon after my decease as possible. Secondly, I direct all the servants and staff in my employ at the time of my death shall be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion until such a time that a new master of Mount Holly bids a return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for their future employment and do so in a manner that is just and equitable to all parties involved. Thirdly, to my faithful valet, Hartley Rhoda, I hereby give to him the lake house in Trinsdale as a small measure of gratitude for his many years of unwavering loyalty and devoted service. I direct that my executor take such steps as are necessary to transfer ownership of the said lake house to Hartley Rhoda, and should use all reasonable efforts to persuade him to accept the same. Furthermore, to my late cousin Tillion's 2 children, Courtney Farine and Rygard Farine, who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions, what a dig, I grant each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour. For only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough to appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. Damn, that seems like a weird dig at family. Okay, in the case that Lionel Epson should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister, Claire Epson, which I have kept in her room and beside her grave, respectively. Wait, in the case... I spent a bit over 40 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god. In the case that he should return, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister, which I've kept in her room and beside her grave. In her room and beside her grave. The key is beside her grave? The key is the diary that I'm thinking of, and the key. That seems like a big hint for the key next to her grave. Do I need to dig next to her grave? I have not opened the diary yet. If it's the diary I'm thinking of. In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed upon the Renton Museum of Art, including the sculptures, exhibits, and the entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson, comprised of 4 pieces. Oh my god, that stupid thing. This generous donation shall be made 1 year hence, following the date of my earthly departure, when it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. Oh, that's interesting. Moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Eurasia, I bequeath 8 stone statues, sculpted in the likeness of the 8 Eurasian angels. Orinda, Lydia. Orinda, I know the name. Okay. Lydia, Rena, Joya. We know Joya, Dojavea, Mila, Draxus. These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tome for multiple generations, and even though there have been much debate over their natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Eurasia the same level of stewardship. I probably need to screenshot this, don't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? I should. Wait. These sculpted figures have been in the tomb, and even though there's been much debate over their natural numeric order, that also seems like something. Oh, man. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all the rest, residue, and remainder of my estate and of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly as a token of the cordial and affectionate friendship which for nearly half century's grandmother, Claire Epstein, has shown me. The above provision bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate at Mount Holly. This room, among other things of value, holds a physical deed to the entire estate, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble in covering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse, and the above clauses on this page and provisions pertaining to that clause shall be considered null and void. The rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Rindian Heritage Foundation, under condition that the house be immediately widowed and that's new to me, and sealed with explicit instruction and allowances that the site shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years have passed since my death, whichever day shall come first. As one final gift to my grandnephew, Regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not, I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscript of his mother's works that were produced here, under the roof of her childhood home. These preliminary draft copies include red prints, which she wrote while visiting the estate during the brightest of her days, and a new clue which she penned here during the darkest. I hope that in due time, in the natural order of things, you will come to be content as I have with what little of herself she left us. That in the natural order of things, why is that bold? What? In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Yeah, now what? Oh God. Okay. Let me clear all this off my... I'm going to take some screenshots of this real quick. Bear with me. It's only 5 pages. How long can it take? Yeah, I definitely expected more. I'm not gonna lie. I expected something massive in a weird way. Um, hmm. Oh, let me take a look. Yeah. Second screen experience. So you're claiming that I had it correct and then these... Oh my God, is this gonna make a nice pattern? I think I'm... Oh! Oh no! I think I'm a fool for thinking... No fucking way! Oh no! That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. So I had it. Why didn't I? I mean, I think I was just messing around. I didn't. The problem was, if I'm gonna give myself just a little bit of credit, I don't think I thought that was close. Well, not close. I don't think that was correct. So I didn't think to like push it down because I was just kind of like moving pieces around. Oh man, that sucks so bad. Okay. Now, things I could do in this immediate... what do I do? What should I do? Oh, man. Okay, let's think. Let's think. I know I have a hammer. I could maybe go smash the cursed chest thing. I don't know what happens when I do that, but that's something that I can do. That's option 1. I can try to generate more of the experiment here. And removing more of the boxes. But for that, I need to generate shops like this. Which I might as well do. You don't have the courage to do it. I'm curious to see what happens when I do it, you know? I feel like something would happen. I feel like something important could happen. Also, I'm running out of keys, so I... Oh, hey. You know, I'll take this. Gamble time. Gamble time. Way too scared of something bad happening, something permanent bad. Yeah, but if I don't try, then I'll never know, you know? I don't think the game would fuck me over that bad. Right? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He says cautiously. I have no more keys, so we might... If that doesn't... Wait, what's my special key? Oh. I was reading something unrelated. You know the gems... I do know the gemstone mine. I am familiar with that old gemstone mine. If you call it a day in Planetarium Game 2... I mean... Aha. Maybe we end the day there. Apparently you can use the jackhammer to dig gems there. However, a small chance of collapsing the mine and removing your 2 gems a day buff. Oh. Really? Interesting. I would not want to attempt that. I know I was literally just getting done saying, like, oh, you might as well do a thing if you have the chance to, but... That seems not worth it. That seems... I mean, I should have checked if this was gonna... Oh! Oh, treasure trove. Ooh, treasure trove. But showroom... I'm getting sick and tired of the fucking treasure trove room. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting tired of its shit. Fuck it. Did I get the wealth trophy? I do not believe so. Okay. Let's go outside. Check on the removed... removed... things. Crates? Crates. That's what I want to say. And then hover over the shrine curse thing and see if I actually want to do that. I'm ready to get my heart broken somehow. I would have to check. I don't know exactly. I think, what do I need? Like 8 for that? If I don't have 8, I'm very close. I could check when I'm not doing exactly what I'm doing. I'd be curious to see too. Okay, I was gonna go outside. Wait, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do, oh, crates. It's only, I didn't mean to sound dismissive. It's just, I got like almost like a one-track mind, so I gotta make sure I do the other things I meant to do. And then I can check that. Crates. Oh, it looks a little more empty, doesn't it? Or am I just making that up? Are we emptier? How much more crates can there be? Does it just get moved? I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I don't even know if this is, every time I come and check on the crate thing, I don't even know if I'm actually moving crates or if the progress is permanent. Like I don't know. I haven't experimented enough. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this right. All right, let me check the trophy thing. It's here, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! Hey! So this most recent trophy just put me at 8. So I have to buy at the gift shop? How much is the thing? I know I just spent a ton of coins, so I might not have the coins to do it. 1, 2, 3. Let me check. I guess it would be nice to know. Oh, I fucking went the wrong way. Oh, shit. Wait, is that not? Oh, it doesn't connect like that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, you're so dumb. You wish you weren't that dumb. Oh, man, you're so dumb. Oh, Austin. Okay, let me count my steps. How much do I have? 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but bedroom. No, I think I should have enough. I'm pushing it, I think. It's fine. There's a kitchen right next to it. I can buy just a couple more steps if I need it. I think I'll be fine. I'm kind of scared saying that, but I think I'll be fine. Make sure I don't mess this up though. Banana! Huge! Bedroom. Gift shop. 400? What? What does a blue memo mean? Damn, right after I said I was never going to smash the piggy bank. You tempt me with this? How fucking dare you? How? Banana. How dare you? I literally just said... Oh, I went the wrong way. I literally said I would never smash the piggy bank. Well, now I have to reevaluate my... Do I stand by what I said about Mr. Bank? All right. Let me go to the potentially cursed chest. There's no way this game screws me over so bad that this whatever happens is like really bad, right? Like, here's the thing. I could see some jokey bad thing happening. I could see like some, like, it's got to be some kind of progress. Right? I don't think that's... You have a bad feeling about... Wait, what did it say? I didn't get to read what it said. What did it say? I thought it would pop up again. Huh? What? What did it say? It went too quick. I didn't get to read the second half. What did it say? It said you had a bad feeling, and then I didn't get to read the second part. What is this? That ominous feeling persists. Better... Wait, what did it... Just stick with my choice? It keeps... You foolishly picked up the deadly stone cursed effigy. Curse mode is now unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You can now select curse mode when starting a new game file. The hell does that mean? The curse mode is now unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You have been cursed. Each time you draft a bedroom, lose 1 step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose a key. Each time you draft a green room, lose a gem. Each time you draft a shop, lose a coin. And each time you draft a red room, lose all of the above. What? 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 That's just this run, right? That's not. It'll go away. From the clock? There's a clock? What do you mean from the clock up there? Is there a clock that I'm not seeing? Oh! Right in front of me. Oh, it's 2 days. I did not see this at all. I did not see this thing. Okay, 2 days? Ah, I could just throw it away. I could just piss away 2 days and then just be like, oh, done. That's nothing. I'm not afraid. That's nothing, he says. Just made a clip to see what it said. It said, are you sure you want to do this? And then you did it. Oh, okay. Wait, couldn't I just... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing. If I throw this in here, look at this. Not my problem anymore. Not my problem anymore. Look at that. No, I'm still cursed. It's not my problem anymore. It's not my problem. Hey, this guy can hold it. Hold that L. Hold that L, Kochek. Not my problem. Not my problem. Not my problem. Woo! Ooh. So now what do I do? Now what do I do? I don't even... Okay, let me think real quick. I'm crossing off some things off this. Yeah, I'll be playing Yakuza in a bit. But I'm saying now what do I do? I'm trying to think about... So, my goals list... Find the last safe. Figure out what unlocks the book in the ladyship's room, which we know might be a key near the grave? According to the thing? I wrote magnifying glass for book in the master bedroom for some reason. I said delete with spray room A in the security monitors, and then I said it might be the archives room. Still haven't accomplished that. Draft freezer and furnace within a few ranks. Experiment, remove boxes, get spare keys for the reservoir. Casino upgrade still, treasure trove, coins and notes. I said large coin runs to buy remaining souvenirs. Now we know that we're gonna have to use a shit ton, 400 for the tent thing. Let me write that here. I did the 8 realms in 8 months. Still have to do the final exam. I wrote down draft 20 dead ends in a single day for 200 gold. I got the Machinarium thing. So yeah, I mean, there's some things I know I can do, but I don't know what to do. I feel like that 8 realms in 8 months thing was like the last, not the last big thing. I'm a fool for saying it like that, but you know what I mean? Like the last thing that seems like a big to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I'm pathless. I mean, I can only hope and assume that the removing of the boxes thing is big. I mean that seems... Oh, there's still... I need to do the castle thing, but I don't know what to do with that. I have an idea, but it's like the most basic of ideas. Here's the thing about the castle thing. I have 2 ideas. One of them is much more simple, but is probably not the correct answer. And then I have a second idea that would be a lot more difficult to do, but is more likely to be the solution. You know what I mean? So I'm concerned about that. But that could be a thing I try. I have to at least try the simple thing because there's no reason not to try it. But I'm much more feeling that's going to be the more complicated option, which I think involves like putting a room that contains the king piece right next to the a room, like draft a room that contains a king piece right next to a room. I can't even speak, but a room that contains a rook. My guess is you're like, that's the more complicated option. The more simple option is literally just, I have the king power and then just switch to the rook power. That doesn't seem like it would be the solution, but it's like worth trying to just knock out. Like try the simpler solutions first. But my guess is it's more complicated. It's got to be more involved than that, I would bet. It makes more sense if it was like draft a king room right next to a rook room. Rook room. Say that 10 times fast. But yeah, I guess the main thing I think is going to be removing of the crates, which with the updated experiment list seems to be kind of easy to get set up correctly. So that'll probably be the next big thing we do in this. But good shit. 1 run. Got the sigils done. Monkey off the back. That's how I feel about it. Before next time we play Blueprints, I'll probably condense and rewrite out my goal list. So we'll do a goals version, basically 4.0, but I'll label it 3.0. That's how that'll work.